What's happening, guys? It's your buddy Grizz here, and by now you've no doubt heard about the patch that's coming to the Division if you're a Division player. It's coming on Tuesday, and everyone's all in a hissy fit because of the nerf that's coming to the crafting system. Now, I'm not going to go over all the implications of it. Basically, all you need to know is that it's going to take a lot more material to craft items after the patch, and you're not going to get as much material from deconstructing items. So the race is on for everyone to gather as much crafting material as possible before the patch hits, because that way they'll be able to make as many items as they can. But like I said, I'm not going to go over all the implications of the nerf and how it works and everything. There's plenty of YouTubers that have made videos on that so far. What I wanted to focus on in this video was how you can maximize your time from today, Friday, April 8th, until the patch hits on, what day is it? I'm looking at my calendar, on the 12th. So we have basically 5 days, well, 4 days, I guess. 4 days to collect as much material as possible, and I figured I would explore a couple different ways on how to gather a bunch of material in a short amount of time. Basically, I'm going to go over 3 separate ways on what I think are the best ways to gather material in the amount of time that it takes to complete these things. Alright, I'll make sense of that. Just 1 second. Now, what I did was I came up with 3 different methods that I thought might be good ways of farming some crafting materials. The first one, I actually didn't think of. The first one was, I gotta give credit to my buddy Ken. He figures that the best way to get as much loot as possible, or as much crafting material as possible, is to grind the General Assembly mission over and over on hard. Because, yes, I definitely tend to agree with him here, because General Assembly seems to be the mission where you get the most loot from. Especially with that 4 purple drop at the end once you defeat Colonel Bliss. But grinding General Assembly would be the first method. The second method I came up with myself, and that's just free roaming the city. I looked at the map and I realized that there are so many crafting material spots out there just on the non-dark zone map that are, prime for picking, and they regenerate. So that's kind of like a boring method, I know, just free roaming the normal city, but hey, if you want crafting materials, this is going to be a really good way to get them. And then the final method would be to do the glitch on Police Academy over and over and over again. And the good thing about this is you actually get Phoenix credits while you do this too, because you have to beat that rogue agent Scarecrow, I believe his name is, and he drops Phoenix credits as well. So that's going to be a good way to grind crafting material and Phoenix credits. Now, another thing I did was I kept a tally of all the crafting materials I got from each method. So I'll let you know what would be the totals for each method that I got, and the time that I spent doing them. So what would be the best one, I guess, is going to be subjective to the amount of time it took me to do it and the amount of rewards it yielded, I guess. Alright, let's start with General Assembly. So General Assembly took me 15 minutes to do with just some random people in a random matchmaking mission, I guess you could call it. But in 15 minutes that it took me to beat the mission, I got, in electronics, I got 6 blue, 4 green. For weapon parts, I got 8 blue, 4 green. For fabric, I got 12 blue and 13 green. And for tools, I got 2 blue and 5 green. And this is from just grabbing all the loot throughout the mission and then deconstructing it at the end. Those are the totals. So not too bad for 15 minutes, and you could just do this over and over and over. Hopefully you'd get some better totals for weapon parts and electronics, because it seems to be you get mostly fabric and tools, but that's probably just luck of the draw. Anyways, I think that's a pretty good method. So moving on to free roaming now. Alright, now free roaming, I'm thinking this is going to be the best way, because look at this. Okay, we're in Turtle Bay. Look at all these electronics and tools and stuff on the map. Like, these are prime picking spots, guys. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in Murray Hill, and down here in Kips Bay, we've got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in Kips Bay as well. So these 3 areas I think will probably be your most high yield here: Turtle Bay, Murray Hill, and Kips Bay. So I just ran around for about 25 minutes, and this is what I was able to collect. And the great thing about doing it this way is actually you run around and you grab all the stuff in the little stores here, but there's also mobs everywhere that will also drop loot. So, and that counts as well as crafting materials. All the loot can be broken down into crafting materials. Obviously, you guys know that. But okay, let's run through the totals here. For 25 minutes of free roaming, for electronics, I got 2 gold, 20 blue, and 15 green. For weapon parts, I got 2 gold, 2 blue, and 6 green. For fabric, I got 2 gold, 18 blue, and 13 green. And for tools, I got 3 gold, 6 blue, and 9 green. So that's really, really good for 25 minutes of just free roaming around the city. Alright, now for the final method, I'm gonna do the Police Academy glitch, because no, they have not patched it yet, and it's still really a good way to farm materials and Phoenix credits as well, like I mentioned earlier. So it takes I did it twice in 10 minutes, in less than 10 minutes actually, and for electronics I got 2 blue, 1 green. Weapon parts, 5 blue, 2 green. For fabric, I got 4 blue and 4 green. And for tools, 1 blue, 1 green. I mean, doesn't seem like a lot compared to the other ways, but considering I did this twice in 10 minutes and got those totals, that's not too shabby. It's a good way to spend your time, I'd say. But I think the clear winner here, guys, is just actually free roaming around the city, surprisingly enough. So like I said before, unfortunately it's not the most fun way to spend your time, but hey, I think it's gonna really yield the most crafting supplies for the time that you put into it. And especially if you can get around the map really fast, then you're even better off, because hitting these stores and actually going to pick up, you know, the electronics and the tools from these stores that are littered all around the city, I really think this is going to be your most effective way and most time effective way basically of farming crafting materials over this next weekend or so. Now it might even be the most effective way after the patch as well, considering now that what they're going to do is when you deconstruct loot, if you say you deconstruct a purple weapon, you usually get like 2 blue weapon parts and a green, I think. But now it's only going to be 1 blue weapon part and 1 green or something like that. Anyways, deconstructing loot is probably not going to be the best way of getting crafting materials anymore. And I really think that free roaming around the city and just grabbing them out of these cases is going to be the best way, unfortunately. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new around here, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button, buddy. Become my friend and come hang out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of my methods. If you guys have found any better ways, definitely let me know, because I gotta get on that material farming train myself. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna end the video and go farm some materials. Good luck, guys. See you next time. Peace.